So we're only a month away, and everybody and every article I see on Twitter from Digital Eclipse cannot stop talking about this game. Why? Because it's been getting so many positive receipts and feedbacks from hardcore fans like myself that grew up with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's really good to see that this game is gaining some recognition, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is getting that much love, even though Hasbro has done some good seasons like Beast Morphins and Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. But I feel like when it comes to Mighty Morphin, it will always be their bread and butter because it's the most recognizable franchise that everybody remembers. So it says preview, MEPR Reader's Rewind is a true celebration of fandom, and I believe it is. In a world where nostalgia is often used as a marketing ploy, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reader's Rewind stands out by being more than a simple homage. Digital Eclipse invited us to play through the game's first 2 episodes, and it's clear this is something special. The game captures the heart of what makes Power Rangers so beloved while delivering a satisfying arcade experience. It's not just a love letter to the fans, it's an invitation for both new and old players to rediscover the thrill of working together to defeat evil. The setup is refreshingly straightforward. Rita, a futuristic version of the Power Rangers original nemesis, has traveled back from 2023 to rewrite history. The current Rangers stay behind to avoid time paradoxes, leaving the original team of Jason, Trini, Billy, Zach, and Kimberly to take on this resurrected threat. It's a classic Power Rangers premise, but bringing in an older reimagining villain feels fresh, bringing a new level of excitement to the story. This setup perfectly taps into why Power Rangers has been able to transcend generations. The Rangers themselves are more than just heroes. They represent a set of ideals, unity, bravery, and selflessness that resonate no matter what era. The Rangers of 2023 are unwilling to chase Rita into the past because they trust the Rangers of the past to get the job done. Whether it's 1993 or 2023, the core message is the same. These teenagers, suited or not, are defined by their courage and compassion. Now, I want to get to the part where it says the Rangers of 2023 cannot travel back to the past. I'm assuming they're talking about Cosmic Fury because that's exactly what it sounds like. Because Cosmic Fury is after Once and Always. And if you watch Once and Always and Cosmic Fury, both seasons kind of connect with Dino Fury because Billy did state that he still has some Ranger adventures to do while helping out the new generation of Ranger teams while still thinking about searching for Zonon's energy. That leads me to believe that if Cosmic Fury ends up making an appearance, like a brand new storyline to have the Rangers in it, I think that would be something cool. But I think that right there should be a video for another time. I don't want to get off topic of this article. It's a beautiful tribute that elevates the franchise's core values without relying on nostalgia. In Reader's Rewind, this timeless message shines through, reminding players of the power of trust, teamwork, and the bravery that good can triumph over evil no matter what the odds. In Reader's Rewind, gameplay is structured as episodes rather than traditional levels. This framing turns each stage into an unfolding storyline, immersing players in a way that feels closer to experiencing a live Power Rangers episode than simply clearing levels. It's an innovative touch that enhances immersion, creating a feeling that you're actually participating in the Power Rangers saga. This episodic format also allows the game to pull from various classic arcade genres, creating a full retro experience, while the brawler mechanics are central. You'll also encounter segments referencing super scholars, vehicle chases, and even piloting the Megazords. It's more than just punch, 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 punch. The game continuously changes up the action, keeping players engaged and offering an experience that feels like a retro arcade game in the best way possible. One of the elements that stuck with me the most in Rita's Rewind is the attention to character detail, especially in the sprites. Each ranger has an animation in a way that captures the unique personality while paying homage to the actors who originally brought these characters to life. While Zack's sprite pays homage to his hip-hop martial arts style with a subtle Bruce Lee bounce. Yeah, Bruce Lee bounce. And then there's Trini the Yellow Ranger. Seeing her likeness faithfully preserved is deeply moving, especially knowing that Asher's 3 Train is no longer with us. This sprite is more than a character, it's a tribute to her legacy and the impact she made on so many fans, and I agree with that as well. 3 Train wasn't just someone that we idolized on the show. The first Vietnamese Asian superheroes on the Power Rangers show were done right. And I know everybody is kind of triple on the stereotypical cast of the show, like Zack always having hip hop playing in the background because he's black when it comes to hip hop keto dancing while fighting, and training always having these, you know, Chinese music in the background because of her character. I mean, I guess you could say that the show is more educational for the kids to learn about different cultures in life and stuff like that. I guess you could just say, you know, this show was more about education to teach kids not to do this and that, the difference between reality and fantasy. So I kind of like what this part is coming from. The Red Ranger Jason is Austin St. John. His powerful movements and confident stance recall the original team leader fans know and love. This is the one that started it all. From the design of their suits to their unique animations, the sprites, ground players, and the nostalgia of MAPR, reminding us why this team remains iconic decades later. And I have people tell me that they would like to see a reboot of a non-themed Power Rangers team. And I had to chew him out on that because why would you want something that is not Mighty Morphin? Like, you're trying to confuse people with a new original team that is not inspired by Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Like, if you want a Power Rangers show, you're gonna have to create a theme. But it's unfortunate that they just, I don't know, maybe it's because it's just their ideas though, but I just got tired of people saying that, man, we need an original team. Dog, Mighty Morphin is an original team. The team that started it all, not a newly complete, oh, I don't know. I just don't get the Fandom sometimes. This detail means that picking up a Ranger isn't just about choosing a color, it's about selecting a personality and reconnecting with the actors and characters who brought them to life. Every move feels truly to the character, making it a joy to play as your favorite Ranger and appreciate each team member's uniqueness. These details, paired with expressive animations and faithful character designs, contribute to the game's authenticity, creating a strong connection between players and the original show. The developers clearly wanted Rita's Rewind to feel like a true retro experience, but there's one area where accessibility could improve. As a player with color blindness, I find it challenging at times to distinguish between the red and black Rangers, especially during fast-paced moments or non-brawler sections. While the game doesn't currently have a color black mode, I suggest adding player makers as an accessibility option, which the developers seem open to exploring. It's a small tweak that could make a big difference, particularly in co-op play. You know, I kind of agree with you coming from, because I think based on what I'm seeing on YouTube and on social media when it comes to gameplay is, you know, one little issues with the game that could use some improvements in terms of like retweaks as far as like the mechanics go. Just make it feel smooth and fresh. The game is good, and I know that Digital Eclipse, they understand the fans, they listen to the fans, and they know what the fans want. If they want it, they got it. They can hook you up, they can work on some improvements. And a while back, when they said that they're not done yet, you know what I'm saying? Because once the game comes out fully created on the 10th of next month, you know there's going to be some positive reviews. Every article is going to be talking about it. Everybody on YouTube is going to be talking about it, including your boy as well. Reading the article and give you my overall thoughts. But once I play this game by myself, I think I'm going to have the best experience of my life as a kid playing Power Rangers on current console. I mean, I was so used to playing it on the Sega Genesis, but now that we got emulators nowadays and video game apps that can allow you to play these retro games on your phone while using a PS5 controller, while using a Bluetooth, at least you ain't gotta worry about buying another on eBay where they just charge too much money from these people. So don't do that. But I like what this part is saying. You know, if you could just fix like accessibility mode where you can allow 2 players, 3 players, 4 or 5 or 6 players to play together, I think it'll be one of the absolute best Power Rangers games ever. Even if you don't have like 2 controllers, you can always enjoy playing by yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It does include a thoughtful tutorial that sets player up for success. Even if they're unfamiliar with the arcade style game, the game introduces the baseline controls you'll expect from a traditional arcade brawler. With the minimal button controls, it's a smart addition that modernizes the experience without promising its retro feel. Instead of throwing players straight into the action, as you'll often experience in an actual arcade cabinet, the tutorial offers a brief yet helpful orientation. This ensures that even players picking up this genre from the first time can feel capable and confident, elevating the accessibility and fun for everyone. On the flip side, Rita's Rewind nails the retro vibe with a range of CTR style display options. Players can switch between different retro fillers, which simulate the slightly fuzzy look of classic CTR or modern Earth, creating an immersive 90s feel. But the best part, even with these fillers, the visuals remain sharp and functional, making the game accessible for those who want a retro look without sacrificing modern clarity. It's a perfect example of how to incorporate retro design while maintaining a smooth, polished, and experience. Wow, and I agree. This kind of sounds like the Cowabunga collection, where you want to play in a retro style, like an arcade cabinet, or you could just play in HD style with widescreen. Like, there's like different types of modes here. I like this. Co-op gaming is central to the Power Rangers experience, and Rita's Rewind embraces this wholeheartedly. Unlike competitive games that pit players against each other, Rita's Rewind focuses on collaborative gameplay, especially in the Megazord battles. Instead of giving each other players control of a specific part, which could have become chaotic, the game rotates control, allowing each player a turn to strategize, attack, and learn the boss's moves. I mean, why do that when you can just do it by yourself if you have one PS5 controller? Just saying. It's a design choice that turns what could have been a frustrating moment into an engaging one, letting players learn from each other and share in the triumphs and challenges of each fight. The dialogue and voice acting also deserve recognition. Lines like "We got this" channels the campy encouragement Power Rangers is known for, but they're delivered in a way that feels uplifting rather than outdated. These moments harken back to a time where positivity wasn't seen as cringe-worthy, instead reminding players of a simple, genuine joy of teamwork. Every smaller, more vulnerable lines like "Sorry guys, I tried," bring a sense of humanity and reliability to the Rangers, grounding them as normal teenagers facing extraordinary challenges. These writing makes the experience feel authentic, reinforcing the cooperative spirit of the game. And yeah, some parsing here about being corny and stuff, which is true. But I think when Power Rangers do it nowadays, they sometimes make it worse. But if you do it just right without making it sound cringe, when you have goosebumps all over your body, sometimes I have one of those moments in today's Power Rangers acting. But I think when it comes to this game, they're gonna probably up their game. The rotating Megazord control gives everyone a shot at contributing and feels more like a unified team effort than traditional multiplayer. The game's difficulty settings are forgiving enough that even new players can participate without feeling left out, making it fun for everybody, from seasoned gamers to those new to the arcade brawlers. My favorite moment was when the player who had struggled the most during the Megazord fight managed to deliver the final blow, bringing our group together in a cheer. These moments make Rita's Rewind special. It's about teamwork, encouragement, and sharing in the victory. One thing that can't be overlooked in Rita's Rewind is the music. For Power Ranger fans, the soundtrack is as iconic as the suits or the Zords. From the unforgivable MEPR theme song to the sounds that signal it's Morphin time, it's time, or beeps from the communicators, music and sound effects are essential to the Power Rangers experience. Composer Sheen Balo brings these sounds to life with the tracks that amp up the action and pull you back to that place of excitement, whether you're a lifelong fan or entirely new to the franchise. The soundtrack includes face-melting, on-the-line pumping riffs that keeps you in the zone, powering you through each battle or celebrating after a hard-won victory. The music isn't just background noises, it's an experience connecting players with the larger-than-life sprite of Power Rangers. Between episodes, players can explore a hub style after the juice bar from the original show. This setting is more than just a functional space. It's a nostalgic callback to where the Power Rangers would gather at the start and end of every episode, basically. For longtime fans, this juice bar is iconic, often overlooked in the past video game adaptations despite being central to the series. It reminds us that, as Alpha 5 would put it, at the end of the day, these are just teenagers. The juice bar serves as a feel-good family space where players can encounter characters they've saved during episodes, adding a sense of continuity and connection. It's also a reminder that the Power Rangers weren't just heroes in suits. They were teenagers balancing normal lives with saving the world. This base grounds the action, reinforcing the idea that these larger-than-life heroes were relatable, everyday people at their core. The hub also offers subtle encouragement to explore and uncover secrets, rewarding players with hidden details and movements of connection to the Power Rangers universe. It's a great place to pause, appreciate the game's attention to detail, and immerse yourself in the nostalgia and charm of the original show, more than just a menu screen or a functional in-between area. The juice bar ties the game's modern mechanics to its roots, bringing the episodes and the heart of Power Rangers story. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind is more than just a game. It's an experience that bridges nostalgia and discovery. While playing the game, I was with someone who had never really engaged with Power Rangers or arcade brawlers. Yet, by the time we were done, we went straight into the Power Rangers binge, watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie from 2017, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV show, and even diving into Super Sentai series to explore the franchise's roots. That's the kind of impact Rita's Rewind has. It doesn't just remind longtime fans of the past, it invites new audiences to embrace everything that makes Power Rangers timeless. The game's blend of accessible co-op, thoughtful character designs, details, and electrifying gameplay creates an experience that anyone can enjoy, whether they're new to Power Rangers or lifelong fans. With couch co-op for up to 6 players on select platforms and players to expand online multiplayer post-launch. It offers the perfect mix of modern and retro gaming fun. It's a game that encourages connection, teamwork, and pure joy, values that have been at the heart of Power Rangers since the beginning. Rita's Rewind isn't just a love letter to the franchise. It's a celebration of its legacy and a call to share that legacy with a new generation. Whether you're reliving your childhood or discovering the Power Rangers universe for the first time, Rita's Rewind offers an exciting, nostalgic, and deeply fun experience that proves the Power Rangers ideal of unity and courage and kindness as relevant as ever. I like what he says. It sounds like a review, you know, even though he has some nitpicks on the accessibility not being into this game, which I'm sure that Digital Eclipse is going to end up fixing all of the issues before they launch this game next month on the 10th. Just to make sure that everything is on point, the music, the graphics, the details, the gameplay, and the accessibilities are also the key factor into every beat 'em up and stuff like that. But based on what I'm reading from this article, it seems like he pretty much enjoyed this game because it brought a lot of stuff that most arcade games don't have. Teamwork, charm, fun, excitement, and engagement. So I personally believe that if it's going to be like that for the reboot, then I personally believe that it's going to end up being a whole lot different than it was 31 years ago. So shout out to Adrian for this article. Again, longest article I've read so far. I'm going to have to edit out some stuff because y'all know me, because I don't want my videos to be coming out all confused as to how bad my reading is and stuff, but at least you still rock with me at the end of the day. I'm not perfect, but at least I give you the best information that I can. So link to the article will be down below, and I'm gonna catch y'all.